couple more of my UFOs. I'm still working on this knitted star one, but I also have another one that has been on my quilt rack for probably since the beginning of this year. And you probably remember me starting to put it together, and I'm going to show you more of it because I'm finally getting it done. I think I've been a little scared of doing this one because it's something I'm just not used to doing, and you're going to see what I mean in just a second. So anyway, yeah, put in the chat, say hi to me if you're joining me like Jean did here. Hi, Jean. I'm so glad you're here. So if you haven't signed up for our Quilt Guild meeting, it is this Thursday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's 8 p.m. Central. And you can go sign up here. The link is in the description box, I believe, but it is also in the chat box now as well. So we are going to show our Christmas quilts. This is our last ever show and tell meeting, ever. Things are going to change in January, and I'm so excited to show you what we're going to do in January as well. But this Thursday, we're going to do our last show and tell meeting in this kind of a way. We'll have other show and tell meetings later. So it's not actually the last, but it's the last of the year. Okay. Anyway, so bring your Christmas quilts or any of your holiday quilts. If you have Hanukkah quilts or even a New Year's quilt or something like that that you want to show off. And if you don't have anything, if you're brand new to quilting, just come and hang out with us. You're going to learn different things. You're going to be inspired, and you're going to enjoy the company of quilters from all around the world. We have quilters from Canada and South America and all over joining us for this fun time. So make sure you go click that, and also share this with a friend. If you have some quilting friends, would you share this video on your social profiles or whatever? That helps spread the word so that we can have even more friends joining us, and I would love to have them come. Okay, so the one in January, let me show you because I'm so excited for this cute little thing. Maybe you saw this last week, but look at that adorable little board. Isn't that cute? It is so easy to do. And so I'm going to show you exactly how to do these on January 4th in our new guild meeting. This is Journey Back Quilt Guild, and it's January 4th at 7 p.m. Central Time. So a new time, that's 6 p.m. Mountain Time if you're here in Wyoming like I am. So a new time, same date, first Thursday of the month, we're going to do these boards. So I'm going to send out an email. So if you have signed up for any of our emails or newsletters or anything, you will get an email with a new link to sign up for this Journey Back Quilt Guild on Friday. So make sure that you stay tuned for that. You're checking your email. Sometimes it's helpful to add our name, Journey Back Quilts, to your contacts so it knows to show you our emails. Sometimes emails are finicky and they're like, oh, this is spam, and they throw it away. So make sure you put our name in your contacts. You can put my email, journeybackquilts@gmail.com, and you will make sure to get our emails. So Jean says, I'm definitely not a new quilter, but not making Christmas anything this year. That's okay. That's all right. Have a more calm month, right? Yeah, perfect. So this is perfect for you, Jean. In January, we're going to make these adorable little snowflakes. So I will have the boards ready for you too. So you need to sign up before the 28th to ensure you get your board in time. Otherwise, you can watch the replay later and be able to follow along. So even if you're not available January 4th, make sure you sign up, get your board, and then you can watch the replay and put it together at your own time. All right, cool. Well, let me show you what I'm doing here in my studio because I'm having quite a fun time. Okay, here you can see a huge mess of fabric. I am ironing this new logo quilt. So just like the logo quilt that you see behind my head, I made a new one with colors that match my logo a little bit better. You can see that here. And, oh, I should have grabbed the paper. So I quilted this block, added ginormous borders to make it humongous. And then I printed out my logo on couple hundred pieces of paper. Let me see if I can grab it. It's huge, and it's been laying on my floor in a corner of my studio that it won't get stepped on for months. Ridiculous. So now I am attempting to use this paper. See, I taped it all together as my guide to make my applique of the words of Journey Back Quilts. So I am trying to mark it and put it on there. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out exactly the same size as my quilt. I did all the math and all the dimensions, but it still didn't print exactly correct. It's really close though, so I'm able to kind of figure out where to go. So what I did was I laid this out on the floor, and then I laid my quilt out on top of it, and I lined up the quilt with the quilt block as best I could right here, and then I traced out the letters. Now I use my Cricut with my fabric, and I put Heat and Bond Light on my fabric so I can just stick it right to my quilt. And here you can see my words. I have quilts on there, but I don't have Journey Back on there yet. So these are all fabric with the Heat and Bond on there. And I figured out how to use my Cricut to cut it all out. It's been quite the process, and you can see why I'm a little intimidated by it. I'm just like, I really don't want to mess it up. It's scaring me a little bit. So, but I already put quilts on this. So let me see if I can show you that. It'll probably be upside down. So I did get quilts on there. You can see it there. And hopefully it'll look okay when I hang it up. My plan is to quilt it on the long arm and do some kind of fun filler all over, just an all over design, because this is ginormous. I don't want to do that by hand. But then I thought I would go in and either stitch in the ditch here or do something. I'm not sure. Maybe even double bat right here so that it kind of puffs a little bit. I don't know. I'm still playing with that idea. But for now, I'm getting the letters on. So that part's done. I'm getting it all ironed again, because it's been hanging there for, like I said, the whole year. So it's gotten a little linty, a little dusty, threads everywhere from other quilts that have touched it. So you can watch me put the last bits of the letters on. Attempt to, at least. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, thanks, Jane. She tells me good job. Thanks so much. Can you see the letters kind of traced out here? So the other issue I'm having is once I iron on this, I should have used probably a different marker. This is a water soluble marker, but it's kind of having a hard time coming off after I iron it. So I've sprayed the quilt's wording a couple times to see if I can get it off, and it's coming off slowly but surely, but it's kind of a pain. So, okay, let's see if I can get the B put on there. It's kind of like a puzzle, and you can see, well, maybe you can't see yet, but my B is a lot bigger than the one I traced. So it's a little bit bigger than, oh yeah, see, here's the loop-de-loo, and my loop-de-loo's way up here. So it's another 1.5 to 2 inches bigger than that. And trying to get everything nice and flat. And I cut these out a year ago as well, and so they've been sitting in a basket. So they got a little wrinkly too, which is not helpful. But that's how quilters work, right? We start a project and then we throw it in a basket when we get bored of it, or we get intimidated by it, or whatever. So I think I'm going to back it up a little bit so that it starts here. I don't know, since they're a little bit bigger, I'm trying to figure out where to place it so that it lands somewhat where it should be. Okay, I like that. And just smooth it all out. Try to get all of those wrinkles out before I touch it with the iron. And I'm just going to do a little tiny bit at a time. Okay, I think I like that. All right, I'm going to start right here. While this is hot, I can kind of peel it off, but it does leave some residue behind, so I'm really trying hard not to do that. So really just get it nice and in place. I'm really excited to get this one done though. Kind of a weight off my shoulders. And to be able to use it. That would be nice. I hope that it looks nice hanging up, that it's not too big. I'm going to try to hang it up after I get done um, just attaching these and just see what it looks like, and then long arm it. The other one that I made, I didn't long arm, and it's looking a little shabby now, which is fine. It worked for what I needed it to do, but I also didn't know how to cut out the letters very well, and so they're a little scrappy, and I just wanted to make it a little nicer. That looks so good. So you can see my lines beneath it. So those I will have to spray to death once I am done here. But I'm going to move it up just a touch, and let's try to finish the word back. Right. Sorry, I'm reading the notes from you guys. Jean says we have 10 other ideas and have to try them all out. Yeah. We have to try them all out first and decide which one we like the best, and then we can come back and finish it, right? And then we have a bunch of UFOs. And Penny says, just a thought, maybe use spray batten to hold it down. Yeah, that might work. I don't really like using the basting spray. Is that what you're talking about, Penny? Um, I don't love using it because it's messy, it's stinky, and when you spray it, it kind of goes everywhere. And I don't want to have to do this in the garage. So uh, that's all right. That's a good idea, though. And if that's how you like to do it, then that would work. All right. See if I can get my A in place. It looks like we're going to scoot all these letters down, unfortunately. Just makes it a little bit more challenging to get them all straight, right? But that looks really good next to the B. So I'm going to do that. And then the C. See if I put it here and just see where it goes. I want to make sure my letters are correct as well, that they're not twisted the wrong way, that they're laying the right direction. They're kind of curving. And that there's enough space in between them all. So I think that looks pretty good though. Actually, it's pretty helpful looking in the screen, because usually I take a picture and look at it through the screen of the phone just so you can see the entire picture all together in a smaller way. Because kind of looking at it here, it just feels big and intimidating. But looking at my screen, it looks pretty good. So I think I'm going to be good. And then my next thought is what kind of backing fabric to use. I have one that's a different blue than this, so that's what's throwing me off. But that was my first thought, was this blue that has kind of a pattern of a snowflakey kind of quote block looking thing on it. Hard to explain, but it's a different blue. It's a lot brighter blue. So I'm not sure about that. I do have some white backing. And then I have a whole bunch of other fun ones. Or do I use one that's just kind of been sitting there a while? I do have purple too, and I love purple. I love this color, but I also love purple. So I could kind of add both to it. Not like you're going to really see the backing, but you know, the process. You got to think of all the things, right? Okay, that looks good. Yay! Thanks, Jean. Okay, now I'm going to spray it and try to get all those off. While they're wet, they go away. So I thought it was working well, and then as it dried, they were poking back through on the quilts word. So I'll just have to keep hitting them. I think maybe using a little bit of, oh, what's the word? I just forgot it. You know what I mean? If you use water mixed with baking soda, right? Baking soda? Yeah, that will help bring it out. Okay, let's attempt to get Journey on there. Kind of worked backwards. Journey back. Journey backwards. Okay, that looks so good. I'm so excited. I'm going to start. Ooh, yeah. Jean suggests she suggests the lighter color in the star for the backing, one with stars in the fabric. Ooh, that would be pretty. I'll have to look for something like that. Yeah, you can see how much taller this Y is. But I think using the bottom is going to work out great because then at least it's still the distance away from my star to look good. And I'm using the same angle that I sketched on there. So I think that's going to look good. But now you can see why I was so nervous, right? It's a little bit more custom, a little more detailed than just a piece it together. And if it doesn't work out, you can rip it out. Okay, that looks good. Yep, I am, Jean. She said, start with the Y. Yep, great minds think alike. Okay, now we're going to go with the E. I think that looks good. I think. Seems a little, there we go, maybe there. It is so difficult. Okay, that, and then just raise it up. Yeah, does that look good? Or does it look a little crooked? Just doesn't seem right to me. Okay. Maybe because it is a very cursive E type E. Anyway, cursive E. It's a cursive E. There we go. There we go. I think that's right. Oh man, that is difficult. Right there, Jean? You think that's good? Well, let me see. I'm going to look at the paper here too. Hmm. Yeah, I think it needs tip just a touch. I'm probably being too picky, but that's okay. Okay, we're gonna call it good. Oop, Macy's saying hi. May May. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Okay, I'll get my paper back out of the way. Now the N. All right, scoot it over. Man, this is tough. There we go. I think that's right. It's about a finger width above. Yeah. I know, Jean. I want it correct too. I want it to look perfect. Because if it doesn't, it's going to bug me. And I'm the one who cares about it. Macy. We're working on training her that when somebody's at the door, because usually it's the UPS man or something, we say, "Is there a package?" And then she quiets down or she barks like, "Yes, it is a package." She's so funny. She's such a barky girl. She loves to talk. We've taught her how to speak soft, but she'll only do that when she has a treat. She knows she's getting a treat. All right. What do you think? It's still following the curve. Hmm. It's so hard to tell. It's so hard to tell. All right. Now the J. Let me scoot it up a little bit. Nice thing is it kind of just settled back into the place where it needed to be. All those little wrinkles that I had in this fabric, and so that's nice. Everything ironed out real nice. I didn't have any wrinkles or anything, so cool. That is looking really good, I think. Okay, let's spray it real good. I'll probably go back and spray it with some baking soda, or maybe, is it baking soda or cornstarch? You know, I have honestly never done it like that. I've never had an issue. I've just used water. But because this is such white fabric, I think I might have an issue. Yeah, running out of water. So I'll have to look that up again. Unless you guys already know. If you've tried it, let me know. Okay. I think I want to hang it up and see what it's going to look like. So if you don't mind hanging out for a second, let me go get some clamps and we'll get it all hung up real quick. There they are. Boy, it must be the day of packages or something. I did all of our Christmas shopping mostly on Amazon, but I learned something. I used to kind of feel bad about that because I was like, oh, I'm not supporting small businesses. And I really want to do that because that's what I would want. But a lot of businesses are selling on Amazon. So I am supporting small businesses when I'm on Amazon. So there you go. So if you felt the same way, don't feel bad anymore. And with the barometer changing, I have had some major body swings with pain and stuff. So I'm like, I am not going to walk around a million stores and try to find everything I need to find. And anymore in a small town, it's really hard to find the things you're looking for. Our mall is barely a mall anymore. My joke is that it's going to eventually become an Amazon warehouse for people to get one day shipping or a couple hour shipping, you know, because there's just nothing in there anymore. Sad. All right, so I'm just going to add some clamps to this little baby. The nice thing is, though, I am pretty much done Christmas shopping. So now it's just getting all the wrapping done. Hi, Macy. What you barking at? Is there something up there? Oh. I think we have a visitor. But hubby is home, so he's talking to them. Oops. Okay, one more and that should probably be enough. I need to go grab my step stool. Okay, let me go grab that. I'll change the camera view here so you can see me hanging it up. There we go. Ooh. Okay. Take this baby down first. Hubby added one of those little sliding curtain rod kind of things. I guess you could use them as room dividers or something like that, but it has been really handy just to hang up quilts or different things, backdrops. Oh boy, this thing is huge. Yeah. Boy, she is barky today. Okay. There we go. Almost there. I might need to cut some of the top off because that is pretty long. Woohoo! It's ginormous. Cool. Look at that. It's a little low. I think I'm going to have to chop off just about, maybe that much or so. That way it'll work better. But, I'm sorry, Jean. Yeah, I think my dad just stopped by. He was getting a tool for my husband. So she always goes crazy when anybody comes in. But cool. Well, thanks for hanging out with me while I got that done. I'm going to try to get those marks off and get it loaded on the long arm as soon as I figure out what kind of fabric to put on the back, get it trimmed up and get it sewing so I can get it finished maybe by the end of the year. That would be awesome, huh? I have one on the long arm right now that I need to take off. I got finished yesterday. It's a rush order of a t-shirt quilt. It looks really good. So pictures of that might come later. Still working on my knit star. I'm hoping to get that done here soon. I have still one more stack of blocks to finish on the step that I did last week. So that's taking me a little bit longer than I thought, but I'm doing other things. So it's not like I'm just sitting around doing nothing. But I'm super excited for our guild meeting this week, and I hope that you'll be able to come join us and stay tuned for our next new guild meeting, January 4th. That email will come out on Friday, like I said, so you can sign up for that and get your quilt kit ordered for your cute little board. The cool thing is it comes with like the little hanger and everything, so you'll be able to hang it on your wall, and it's super fun. It's really, really, really easy. Like, so easy. My 5-year-old, 6-year-old nieces and nephews could do it. Like, seriously, it's really easy. And that's the fun thing. I'm hoping to bring you some new workshops that are easy like this that we can do within 1 hour or so of our guild meeting together. And then you can go take them to your little buddies, whether it's your kids or your grandkids or your nieces, nephews, and do an activity with them as well. So you get to learn something and pass it on as a legacy for them to be able to learn how to quilt, how to do little crafts like this, and enjoy time together. So thank you so much for joining me. I know this was a really long one today, but I appreciate you joining me, and I'll see you Thursday night. Bye.